Welcome back to more of Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 4. We are finishing World 11. And these last two levels really pull out all the stops when it comes to trying to keep you down. And the main way they do this is by having about one or two doors and then having those yellow doors. And they also like to have the gates throw you off by having some that are just so low and don't really go anywhere. So what you have to do is you really have to keep a good mental map as to where each door leads, because you are going to need them as the game goes on. Let's see, the route I'm taking now is I'm trying to take out as many enemies as I can. And the reason I'm doing this is, as before, it is really easy to get yourself killed when you don't know where you're going. Also, there are a ton of enemies here, so that's something you do have to be aware of. And let's see, what I'm doing here is just trying to get as many carrots as I can. All I'm doing is just going after 10 carrots, and whatever keys I get help too. So let's just keep going here. And what I'm trying to do is just bait the coyotes. And now that I have successfully baited them, let's just go ahead and get more carrots. And I think this next one should be a carrot, otherwise I would be screwed. But fortunately, having more than enough practice runs of this level let me know where I was and what I was doing. So let's just take out some coyotes. Jeez, I am really getting soft if I let that guy live. I don't know what I was thinking there. But anyway, now that these guys are out of the way, we can just keep going here. And just another carrot for good measure, why not? And it is really easy to get ambushed by enemies while you're on the way here, and while you're doing some more stuff. There's a lot of these pipes that go up one way, or not really go up one way, but they go up and then they lead to another door that you have to take another door to. Sorry, what am I saying? The pipes lead you to a door that go down that lead to keys. That was the one thing I meant to say. And unfortunately, it took me 3 tries to get that one right. But anyway, this is, remember when I said this was a really fun world? And it turns out I am completely wrong once you see level 8. And I will get to that more when I get to that. Or at least when we get there. Which will be in this part because, as you know, we are finishing World 8. Or not World 8, World 11. Yeah, my commentary's off again. And also, there is going to be a lot of lurching in this video, and, you know, that's just me cutting out pointless backtracking. I mean, it's only about 2 or 3 seconds at a time, but when you're doing like a 15-minute, well, more than 15 minutes, this was like 21 minutes worth of pure recording. But anyway, when you're doing that, it just really adds up over time. So let's just elude another coyote. That's a good thing about these being doors and not ladders, is that otherwise, I would be having a lot of trouble getting out of the way of those coyotes. Also, I am hoarding up a lot of guns, so might as well use one when I get one. And see, since it's March now, and things are finally starting to warm up here, which is of course a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, depending on what your taste is. So what I'm doing is, hopefully more people will be out more, and then hopefully more things will be going on. As you know, we've had some very schizophrenic weather. And one thing I have learned from this is that I really need to come up with better topics of conversation, besides just the weather. Anyway, now that that's over with, let's just keep going here. And also, I decided that after this series, I'm going to start making more outlines instead of, or I guess that's writing down outlines. And I mean, I don't mean that in a good way or a bad way, I just mean that that's going to help me organize my thoughts better. Because it is pretty tough to keep everything in one spot. I mean, I do mostly vague outlines of what I'm going to talk about, and then some of it is just improvising. And, that is one thing I have appreciated from this series regarding my commentary, is that it has, I don't know, I guess let me freestyle or free associate or whatever you want to call it. a little bit more, and then it also helps with me mumbling a lot less, which I feel like I've done a much better job of since my whole Let's Play career started. And what I have to do here is just take the pipes, go down here, and then there is actually going to be, this should not be the last key. That's just another gun. It turns out what I have to do is keep going here. And also I did end up missing a bunch of carrots later on. I mean, you'll see a bunch of doors that go nowhere. Well, you know what, I got 2 guns, let's just get rid of you. And this should be the one where the last key is. And now that we're done with that, let's just get to the exit. And as you can see, this is going to take a very long time because A, I missed a bunch of doors, and B, it just takes a long time because of the route I chose. So let's just get a move on here. So right here is where I have to get to the door to get to the exit. Now with that, we are done with stage 7. And that wasn't too bad. And remember when I said stage 6 was the worst one in this world? Yeah, well guess what, I was completely lying out of my ass. Because the worst thing about stage 8 is they do reintroduce the hammer and the pickaxe, but how they reintroduce them is really going to just irritate the hell out of me. Really just irritated the hell out of me when I played this. The route I'm going now is the one I'm trying to get the pickaxe as early as I can. Because when you get the pickaxe and when you get the hammer, those are the only times where you can start getting the keys. And let's see, there should be another carrot. So let's just take out a couple of coyotes. That's one of the reasons why I left that carrot at the top empty. Or why I ignored that carrot at the top was so I can use the invincibility to take out these 2. And now that these guys are done with, let's just go ahead and get the pickaxe. And right here, all I'm doing is just going back and getting all the doors I missed. And I got a life out of it, so that's always a good thing. And let's see, what I have to do here is use the pickaxe to go up. That was something I did not know about earlier, but I did have to use it. And let's see, in this early part you do have to use the doors to just get to where you need to. And then the way you do that is you just have to know which ones go where, and this is where they also turn up the number of, or increase the number of doors that go nowhere. And that's just something you do have to remember. And this game does take a lot of trial and error, especially this level. So now that I've got some extra weaponry, let's just keep going. And I think here should be another carrot, or, okay, I guess another weapon. And the left side of this room is actually where a ton of coyotes are, so it is pretty easy to get caught off guard by these guys. And what I'm doing here is just going down some more. And if you want to drop down from ladders, that's actually easier. So here I'm just getting some more carrots and then just waiting for this ghost guy to pass. Still haven't really gotten the name of this guy, but then again, I've never really seen him in any cartoons, so I would not know. I mean, it's not like this is a popular franchise or anything. Nope, definitely not. Anyway, I had to wait for him because I needed to use this door. And right here is where I need to go down. And down here is going to be some more coyotes and also a lot more stuff that I need. And what I'm going to do here is just lay a trap for one of the coyotes. They are going to follow me up here. So I might as well have one, or lead one to his death. And notice that the blocks are covering the doors, or blocking a bunch of doors. And yeah, I'll just explain that once I get the hammer. And Let's see, right here all I'm doing is just trying to get some more stuff, and I do need to use that door to go to the right. And guess what, I completely screwed up the timing of this, so Elmer Fudd is actually going to be right in my way. Also, if you do use a stopwatch, the enemies don't appear for some reason when you go into a gate. Yeah, so I had to wait and then cut out like 30 seconds worth of me waiting. So I can just use that bell and take him out. Anyway, now we got the hammer, we can finally finish this level. And herein lies the worst part of this stage, because behind every key is blocked by a door, or blocked by a block, that you need the hammer to break through. So guess what, we have to go through the entire level again, and break a bunch of blocks just in order to get all the keys. And that is one thing that just plain annoyed me about this level. I mean, annoyed is a moderate understatement, but you get the idea. And this should be number 2. And there is also going to be a ton of lurching in the action. Mainly me just showing where I go in like really small spurts. And the reason I did this was because I wanted to show like what doors to take when. And let's see, I think I just end up killing one of these guys. Yep. So now that we did that, let's just use the hammer and clear out some more stuff. And right here is where you're gonna need a lot of patience in order to get through this level, because it is probably the most tedious level I've played yet. And you know what, I am not gonna get ahead of myself anymore, because I'll just commentate over World 12 as I go. But instead, what I need to do is use the pickaxe and then go up some more, because I do have to backtrack all the way to the beginning of the stage. And yeah, that's just a long drawn out process of playing possum with a coyote. Well, not playing possum, but playing hard to get. Anyway, let's just keep going here. Yeah, as you can see, that door led me nowhere, so let's just keep going again. And that is one thing I did warn against, is make sure you do have a good mental map as to where each door goes, because it is really easy to take at least 20 minutes on this level. Especially when you're playing it the first time, and well, if you don't get killed first, it is gonna take you forever to finish this stage. So, let's see, I'm up to number 6 here. I think right here I need to use the door. And it turns out that goes nowhere. Yeah, I just wanted you to see that. But anyway, it turns out all the remaining keys are gonna be down here. Well, maybe not all the remaining keys, but most of them. And by most of them, I mean one. So let's see, we're up to number 7 now. Fortunately, getting to the exit after getting the 8th key is actually kind of easy. And let's see, how I need to do this is take the wrong door again. And this is the problem you run into. And see, now that I've done that, well, it turns out that actually goes to the right where we don't need to go. So after some getting lost later, turns out the door I need to go through is this one. Because I need to go over to the left and then get to that other door again. So now that that's done with, let's just cut over to the right. Actually, that is one trick that you can use, is that if you're on a different vertical level, the coyotes will take pipes down. Or up, depending on which way you are. And now that that's done with, let's just get to the exit and get this stupid level over with. And, yeah, and with that, I will see you in World 12, the final world of the game.